Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, August 1st. Happy August. So I am getting started with some coffee. Right now it is 9:51, so I'm about to leave out for work in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna be on time today. The kiddies went back to school in my county on yesterday, so I hear traffic was picking up, but luckily that doesn't affect me because of the timing that I have to be at work. So whatever, but I did request to change. Ooh, y'all can't even see me. Okay, I did request to change the time that I come in, so I will know something soon. I don't know exactly when they'll let me know. Keisha Weisha. Yeah, me and Keisha be texting early. Like, I swear it never fails. When I wake up in the morning, I know I got a text from Keisha. Every morning. Oh my goodness. she is so funny. I need a bag to take my laptop in. I'll put it in this bag. I'm gonna have to take my laptop with me to work because I gotta do some other type of work for later on today. Hey y'all, okay, I just had to get myself together and get in the car. I'm on the interstate now and there's traffic. Apparently there's an accident in the 2 right lanes. It's always a freaking accident in Atlanta. It's ridiculous. Like, last night I got stuck twice because of construction. I'm just like, why would y'all do constructions in 2 different places on 75 North? Like, it just does not make sense. Like, but I'm so tired, y'all. Why my hair sticking up right now? I'm so tired and exhausted. Last night I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning, around 1. I went to Carrington's show. So these shows he's been doing, the last one I went to, it's like a competition. He didn't get picked the first time, so he had to do the semifinals last night to see if he would advance to the finals. And they called 3 names and they had 1 more name, and we were like, oh my gosh. But he made it. Out of all of those people, he did advance to the finals, and I'm so proud of him. I think the grand prize is like $10,000 worth of like a musician's package, like studio time, equipment, stuff like that. So yeah, I know he really wants to win. So if you guys can come out, the finals is on August 11th. I'll let y'all know more details when we figure out like what time he's actually going to be performing and all that stuff. But the place is called Tin Roof Cantina. It's on Briarcliff. They have really good food. I haven't had any of their drinks. Maybe I'll get one that night. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. I'll be there, so if anybody wants to come, I will let you know and vote for him so that he can win the whole thing. But anyway, I gotta tell y'all what happened to me yesterday. I am such an awkward, I am not a social person. Like, and I feel like YouTubers always say that, like, people on YouTube are not always the most social people. I am very awkward. I'm very guarded. Like, when I meet people for the first time, I don't say much. And some people understand, some people think I'm being rude or bitchy or whatever, but that's just how I am. Like, I like to observe people and feel them out before I just go da 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 da. You know, I'll talk, like, make casual conversation, but anyway. So yesterday or last night, I ended up coming into contact with this guy. So we were just talking or whatever, and I had been telling myself, I was like, dang, I really want to meet like a guy who's not from Atlanta, because I think I mentioned this before. Ooh, my arm getting tired. I think I mentioned this before. Atlanta men are just ain't it. Like, they just not it, okay? I'm not even gonna get into that conversation. But anyway, we were talking. He had like a really, really, really good vibe. And you know how you look at somebody and you don't think anything of it, but then the more y'all talk, you start looking at them, you like, dang, he kind of cute. So I'm talking to him, and we get on the subject of like, you know, where you from, blah blah blah, what do you do? He was like, oh, I'm from Philly. And when he said it, I really heard his accent, and I was like, I love accents. And I was like, ooh, he got a nice voice. So by this time in the conversation, my behind is lusting. I'm like, dang, he cute, and he got a nice telephone voice. Like, okay. So we're talking and talking, and we get on the subject of jobs. Like, what are you doing here in Atlanta? What brought you from Philly? Blah blah blah. He's like, oh, I work here. He's in the insurance industry. So by this time, I'm like, dang, we got something in common too. And I started telling him about my work history or whatever. He was like, oh dang, I used to work there too. So I'm just like, God, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? So we're talking, and he's like taking personal calls or whatever. This was like very casual. It wasn't anything formal. We weren't on a date or anything like that. So he's still taking personal phone calls or whatever. And I'm just listening to his conversations over the phone, and I'm like, oh, he got swag too. So by this time, I'm like, Perri, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And I just told y'all, like, I'm shy. Like, I never advance myself towards guys. Like, I'll do little slick stuff to make them be like, okay, maybe she's interested. I'll, you know, see what happens. But I'm never gonna be like, oh, let me get your number or stuff like that. So we talking. I know we're about to like disconnect. So I'm like, y'all, I am so awkward. But we ended up exchanging numbers. He asked me for my number, so I gave it to him. But I was just like, Perri, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. You gotta do better. I'm traditional. Like, I feel like the men are supposed to come to the females. Like, I just cannot be that bold. I cannot be that bold. It's been so many dudes that I've like liked in the past, and to this day they still don't know because they couldn't catch a hint. But I would never be like, I can't, no, that is so weird. But anyway, I thought it was so funny because the more we were talking, y'all know who he reminded me of? I don't know if y'all watch Insecure or not. I love Insecure with Issa Rae. He reminded me so much of Lawrence. Like, and me and my sister was just watching Insecure on Sunday after we had watched Game of Thrones. And she was like, everybody thinks Lawrence is cute. I don't think he's that cute. And I was like, he's nice from the feet up to the neck. Like, it's like some episodes I find him kind of attractive, and then some episodes I'm like, nah. But he didn't like look similar to Lawrence in the face. He looked better, but he just reminded me of like his demeanor, and I was like, what is this? And I'm over here being awkward as hell. I'm like, why is Insecure my life? Like, this is really my life. I just thought it was so funny. Good morning, ladies and gents. It is Thursday. I was about to say Friday. I wish. It's Thursday, and I am headed into work. I had to come on camera and tell y'all what didn't happen to me. I don't know what's been going on this week, but I must have got the juice this week. So, no, this wasn't last night. The night before last, Tuesday night, I went to the grocery store or whatever, and I'm shopping or whatever. I get to the checkout, and you know how like in Kroger at the self-checkout, it's like little self-service kiosk on both sides of the aisle. So I had to turn around and reach in my buggy to like bring my stuff up, and I seen this guy. from the back. I couldn't see his face, but I don't know, like I can always tell when somebody's cute. Like, I don't know, it's like I got a third eye or something. But anyway, so I was like, oh, he looks handsome or whatever. But I just continue ringing up my stuff. And by this point, I'm irritated because, for one, I hate grocery shopping, and two, you know how it won't let you scan something else until you put the last item in the bag, but there's no more space, so you have to like keep adjusting it. I should have just went to the regular line, but whatever. So I'm irritated. Somebody comes up on the side of me to the kiosk to my left, and he's just talking. It's like, hey, how are you doing, beautiful? And I'm like, you know, hey, being nice and cordial or whatever, you know, I'm not gonna be rude. So I'm talking to him. My hair, it's all crazy, whatever. So I'm talking to him, you know, blah blah blah, and I was kind of like, I think he could tell I was irritated, so he left or whatever. I'm done ringing up my stuff. I walk out to my car. Somebody pulls up behind my car, and it's the same dude who was just talking to me at the checkout line, and he was like, I could tell you were a little irritated. I just wanted to tell you you're very, very beautiful. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, you said that in the store. I heard you the first time, but okay, thank you. So I'm putting my stuff in my car, and then I hear a window from the car next to me roll down, and I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it, but I heard it roll down. He was like, I heard a voice. He was like, dang, he didn't took my compliment. And I'm like, I turn around and it's the dude who was on the other side of the checkout, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, oh, thank you or whatever. So I'm putting my stuff in my car, and he's just talking like, oh, are you going home to cook, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, you should let me cook for you. And then he was like, well, let me get out of the car and introduce myself. So he gets out, shake my hand, introduces himself or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, oh, well, yeah, I was for real about cooking for you or whatever, so put your number in my phone, like give me your number. And I was a little hesitant, and so he handed me his phone. It was like an old iPhone, and I think it kind of took me aback because y'all know I have an iPhone 7 Plus, so my phone is really big. And if you remember, like the old iPhones, they're so small, and I think it was like an iPhone 4 or something. He was like, oh, don't worry, that's my son's phone. We were at some water park or the pool yesterday, and my phone fell in the water. I'm waiting for a new one or to get fixed or something, he said. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so I'm putting my number in your son's phone? He was like, I'll delete it when I get my phone and just transfer it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So his son walks out of the store while I'm putting my number in his phone, and I'm like, this is awkward. His son looks like he's about 8 to 10 years old. So I'm like, okay. So I pull off or whatever. He texts me immediately like, you didn't put your number in my phone because my son walked up, did you? He's like, it's okay if you don't want to give it to me. And I was like, no, it's fine or whatever. So we're talking that night, and blah 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 blah. He's like, I'm 33. Yeah, that was my son. I gotta leave out for work tomorrow. It sucks I didn't meet you sooner or whatever. And I'm like, okay, whatever, we can link when you get back. So he asked me for my Snapchat. He was like, I want to see the real you. I don't want to see the grocery shop you. Like, that's just you handling business. I want to see the real you. So I gave him my Snapchat, and I'm like, do you have Instagram? He was like, yeah, I have Instagram. So he gave me his Instagram name. Y'all, tell me why. This is a long story. Oh, it's story time. I'm on my way to work too. Anyway, tell me why I go to his page, and the first picture I see is him, the little boy he had at the store, a little girl, and a little chocolate beauty. I said, now wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. I look at the picture. Now, I'm not one to jump to conclusions because it looked like they were at church, and I don't know what y'all got going on. So I'm like, let me scroll through the comments because I'm pretty sure somebody he knows personally follows him, and they probably commented under the picture, and it'll tell me all that I need to know. So lo and behold, I go to his comments, and there's a comment under there like, this is what I strive to have, team us, relationship goals, or something like that. And I'm like, no. So he's still texting me and he's like, do you mind if I call you later? I didn't respond to that, and so he kept talking and talking or whatever, and he asked me again, do you mind if I call you later? And in my mind, I'm like, don't be putting your kids to sleep and letting your little girlfriend go to bed and then try to call me, sneak and call me from another room. Don't be doing that, okay? But like I said, I'm not one to jump to conclusions, so I was like, yeah, whatever, you can call me later. So he called, I was in the shower, I missed it. I called him back, he didn't answer, and by this time it's late, so I'm going to bed. Now I'm still up. He called again and I looked at my phone and I'm thinking, Perri, no, like clearly this man is in a relationship. So I didn't answer. He sent me a text like, I didn't see your call, I was up packing, if you can, call me before you go to bed or hit me in the morning. So I read the message. My read receipts are on. I read it, didn't respond. He texted me that morning like, good morning, blah blah blah. I don't really have to pull it up, y'all, because it was just so much. So I ended up sending him a text. The next text I sent him was, I think you should stop texting me. Okay, I'm about to hit traffic, so it looks like standstill. So I'm gonna read y'all this message. So after I sent him a text telling him, you know, I think you should stop texting me, he replies, shock face, gasp face, startled face, tear face, super tear face, but you're so fine, hard eyes. And then he says, too much baggage for you? You could have at least dropped me after I cooked for you. Y'all, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this stuff up. So I screenshotted the picture that I saw on Instagram and I sent it to him, and I was like, this is what you call baggage? Like your life, your family is baggage? Are you kidding me? This is his reply, y'all. Perri, I knew you would have saw that, sweetie. That's my daughter's mother, and we were trying to work things out at the time I posted that. And posting that was done in efforts to show her that I was trying. You and I both know that relationships go far beyond social media, so even though things look fine and dandy in the pic, in reality we will not be moving forward. Especially, in all caps, if you decide you want to give me an opportunity. I will never lie to you or keep things in the dark. If it will make you feel better by me taking that down, I will do so. Just give me the word and promise me a fair opportunity to show you what I am about. I am not here to waste your time, so please don't let that post deter you. Y'all, that post was put up less than a week ago. So all this happened in the course of a week. I mean, it can happen, I understand that, but I still, in my spirit, I don't feel right. I told him, you don't have to take anything down for me. You don't owe me anything. Like at this point, we haven't even known each other for 24 hours. So what the hell are you talking about? So he sent back like, yes, I do owe it to you. It's not a big deal. That's dead now. I didn't respond. That was sometime early yesterday. Am I being too harsh? Like, should I believe him? I don't think I should believe him because I think he BSing. And I ain't got time. I do not have time. I have zero tolerance, very little patience for foolery. So he was calling me yesterday, calling. I did not answer. Am I wrong? For one, like, I feel like I'm still young enough to say I don't want to date anybody with kids. I seen the son. I'm like, okay, he has a son. I wasn't really tripping about that. Then I saw the picture and I'm like, that he got two kids. I'm 24 years old. Now I know there are some people my age with 2 kids already or even more, but that's just not what I seen for my life. Like, I just feel like if I'm gonna date someone, I can't pick and choose which parts of them I want to date. I have to date them wholly. And if I'm dating you, that means I would definitely have to step into your kids' life as well. And I just, baby mama drama. I'm not saying he has baby mama drama, but I don't know. I just feel like out of respect, like if I was to pursue him, I don't know. If I was a mother and me and my child's father weren't together, and he started dating someone else, I would hope that women would have enough respect to say, okay, if you're gonna have me around your children, I need to meet your children's mother, because I want to know who you have around my kids. I want to know who they're being influenced by. I need to know what your morals are, what your values are. I need to know what my child is being exposed to. I feel like that's only right, like out of respect from woman to woman. So at 24 years old, I don't even think that's something no. Y'all let me know in the comments, because I apologize for this being a super duper chatty vlog, but this is just what's been going on with me this week. Y'all know during the week I don't work, and these are the happenings of my life. But yeah, y'all leave me a comment below and let me know if I should respond or call this man back, because that just kind of threw me for a loop. But anyway, let me get my butt to work and finish out this good Thursday. I hope you all have a great day. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because I've already been talking too much. So I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.